Class recording. Okay, guys. Good evening. Welcome back to social science class. And this is the third session of the day. Yeah. And this class is assigned for geography. So be ready with your geography textbook. So in the last class, you wrote the notes, right? And today we are going for the explanation of the same from the textbook. So be ready with your textbook. Okay. So please open. So this chapter, agriculture. Okay. The fourth chapter in the textbook, agriculture. We discussed about the primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, commercial farming, and plantation crops. Clear? These are the things we discussed in the last session. And one more time, we are going to explain all these things from the textbook. Please open your textbook, everyone. Check it. This is your textbook, right? Okay. So these figures are here. Example, the jamming cultivation. Jamming cultivation. What do you mean by the jamming cultivation? Can anyone tell me what is jamming? No idea. No idea.
Slash and burn.
Yeah, it is otherwise termed as the slash and burn cultivation. In northeastern states, known as the jamming cultivation. Okay, so it's an example for primitive subsistence farming, right? Primitive subsistence farming. In primitive subsistence farming, the farmers cultivating for their family use and not for sale in the market. Clear? Not for sale in the market. They are cultivating for their family use. Okay, you can see here, this type of farming is still practiced in few pockets of India. Primitive subsistence agriculture is practiced on small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hodo and digging sticks there, right? Learned that or not? Yes or no? No idea. So sad. So what kind of labor they are using? Huh? No, sir. Fisan says no, sir. Or yes, sir.
I said WhatsApp.
What, sir? What, sir? Okay. So Fisan, it is Fisan will get a job in this FM radio stations. Okay, Fisan is always in
WhatsApp said that.
nothing Fisan. No, no, no. So yeah, FM radios, you know that the radio jockeys will speak like this always, non-stop, right, Fisan? Hmm? What is the doubt now? Any doubt? There is a connectivity issue with Fisan. Okay, we will connect it. Yeah, Vision, thank you. So listen carefully. So in primitive subsistence farming, basically they are using what kind of labor? Family labor or community labor. They will not hire any workers from outside. They will use the workers, I mean the labor from the family or the community. Okay. And basically they are cultivating for family use and not for sale in the market. So that's what the primitive subsistence farming. So give adequate importance for this portion and want to learn it. Okay. Next, might you check in the note? You can see that you wrote the names of this primitive subsistence farming in different places. Okay, you can see paragraph is there, right? In different parts of India, there are different names are there for this agricultural practice, and in worldwide, in different countries also, they will use different names for this jamming cultivation or primitive subsistence farming. Okay. Next type of farming we discussed is intensive
Intensive.
Okay, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. All of you, please turn on your cameras. Inconvenience regarding power failure. Okay, yeah. Tell me, Visan, what is
Can
that?
you see the
Pardon?
nothing?
Okay, fine. So we are here. Intensive substance farming. Okay, we discussed about primitive substance farming. Now it is intensive substance farming. Okay, so what is that? This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population pressure on land. So we know that every day the population it is increasing. Pressure on land also increasing. Okay, so we want to produce more products, more grains from same area of land. Land area is not increasing. Population is always increasing. So it is important to produce more grains, more products from the same land. In that sense, we are using this term. What is that? Intensive subsistence farming. Okay. It is a labor intensive farming where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher productivity or production. Okay, so in the labor intensive technique, intensive substance farming, we are using a high number of workers. The labor intensive farming method, number of workers is necessary, okay, are necessary, and a high doses of biochemical inputs, fertilizers, it is necessary, irrigation, water supply, okay, clear or not? To produce, in order to produce more products, we need a number of labors, biochemical inputs, and irrigation. Okay. Though the right to inheritance lending to, so today we know that the land area in our villages or towns, it is decreasing for cultivation because of the right of inheritance. Clear or not? The land is moving from one generation to the other. The land area is decreasing. Example, father, his two sons, again their two sons, again two each for these those two sons. Okay, so 1 acre of land will go to 50-50. Again, it will go to 25-25. Okay, 12.5, 12.5. Clear? Like that, the land area will reduce from one generation to another one. Is that clear? Is that clear for you? Okay, so because of this right to inheritance, Okay, continuing. Hello. Please turn on your cameras, all of you. Everyone,
Yes, sir.
everyone. Please keep the cameras on. Okay. So here. So I already told you that the land holding it is decreasing from one generation to the other. Okay. So you can see here, though the right inheritance leading to the division of land among successive generations has rendered land holding size uneconomic. So it is not profitable to cultivate in small patches of land. Clear? Anyway, it is not profitable to cultivate in small area of land, basically related with the intensive subsistence farming. It is not profitable. Okay. So the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative sources of livelihood. Thus, there is enormous pressure on agricultural land. So pressure on agricultural land is always increasing. Okay. So we discussed about the intensive subsistence farming. This technique is basically related with the high population ratio. Okay, on land. Next one it is commercial farming. Commercial farming. The main characteristics of the type of farming is use of higher doses of modern inputs, that is high yielding variety of seeds, HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, okay, in order to obtain higher productivity. To produce more, almost all the farmers are using most modern technology. Most modern technology. What are they? High yielding variety of seeds. HYV, high yielding variety. That seeds will produce more grain compared with other seeds. Okay, ordinary seeds. That's what high yielding variety of seeds. And they will use by chemical fertilizers to increase the productivity. Insecticides and pesticides to protect the crop. Clear? Okay, the degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another. Okay, so commercial crop is different from the people those who living in one region to the another region. For example, rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab because their staple food is wheat. Clear. So they are producing this rice to sell in the markets. Okay, sell in the markets. Okay. But in the case of Odisha, rice is not a commercial crop, it is a staple one. Okay. An important crop because that's their major food item. Okay. So that's it. Next type of farming is termed as the plantation crops. We discussed that earlier, right? The plantation cultivation. Okay. Plantation, you can see here. It is also a type of commercial farming. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. The plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. The plantation cover larger tracts of land using capital-intensive inputs. Okay, much money want to invest for the plantation crops or plantation type of cultivation. Okay, so with the help of migrant laborers, number of workers also, basically they are migrant laborers, they are coming from other states. Okay, all the produce is used as raw material in respective industries. Okay, so tea plantation is out there, right? Tea plantation, coffee plantation, rubber plantation. Okay, bamboo. Like there are various plantations are there. It is connected with its industry. Okay, tea industry, paper industry. Okay, like that. Rubber industry, like that. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc., are important plantation crops. Tea in Assam and in North Bengal, coffee in Karnataka are some of the important plantation crops grown in these states. Since the production is mainly for market, a well-developed network of transport and communication connecting the plantation areas, processing industries, and markets plays an important role in development of plantations. Okay, so please check your notes there. All these things are there or not? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please check your notes. All these points are there or not? Are they right? Eva George. A045 Eva George. All things are there. Yes or no?
Plant is not there.
Plantation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will explain that again. So, up to plantation you wrote, right? So, I will explain plantation later. I will give the notes, no problem. Okay, now we are moving to the most important part of this chapter. It is the cropping pattern in India. Cropping pattern. Okay, cultivation pattern. Clear? Sowing to harvesting. Okay, the difference from or starting from the sowing period to the harvesting period season. Okay, so three different seasons are there in India basically. Okay, so you can see here cropping pattern. You have studied the physical diversities and plurality of cultures in India. So India is a vast country with different geographical regions and climatical regions, right? Okay, weather in India
Yes, sir.
differ from one region to another. The climatical conditions, it is different. So the cropping pattern or the crops that they are cultivating, it's also different. That's also different. Example, apples. They are unable to cultivate in Kerala, right? Are we? Is it
Yes,
possible?
sir. Yes, sir.
Apples, pisan.
No, 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 no.
Oranges.
No, no.
Why? Commercially, we are
Yeah,
unable to cultivate
oranges,
these things
yes.
because the climatical condition of Kerala is not suitable for that. Yes or no? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
What about a tea garden in a coastal area?
Yes, sir.
Is
We
that
can
No,
possible?
sir.
cultivate
No.
Huh?
tea,
Pisan says it is possible, it seems. Hmm?
tea garden.
Tea garden, tea plantation, the coastal region, beach, hmm? near the Arabian Sea or near the Indian Ocean. It is possible to cultivate tea.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Why? Climatical condition is not suitable. Climatical condition it is not suitable at all. Okay. So different crops need different types of climatical and geographical condition for its growth. Okay. First of all, you understand that. Okay. So listen carefully. You have studied the physical diversity and plurality of cultures, cultural plurality, which means different people, their food habit, it is also different. North India basically they like wheat, chapati, right? And coming to South India, it is different.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so our life is strictly connected with the rice, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
morning
Yes, sir.
idli dosa, rice. Afternoon rice with the fish curry meals, right? Everyone like that. Or sambar. So every day life of a Keralite or a South Indian, it is related with the rice. So that's what. So cultural differences are there. So related with that, agricultural pattern also will change. These are also reflected in agricultural practices and the cropping patterns in the country. Various types of food and fiber crops, vegetables and fruits, spices and condiments, etc. constitute some of the important crops grown in the country. India has three cropping seasons. What are they? Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. Underline that. The three cropping seasons in India. Okay, three seasons or cultivation seasons in India, cropping seasons in India. They are the Rabi season, the Kharif season, and the Zaid season. Underline. These are the three major seasons in India. Rabi crops are sown in the winter. Underline. Rabi crops. So the crops that we are cultivating in winter. Okay, Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December and harvest in the summer from April to June. Okay, so we'll sow the seeds in the months of October to December. Okay, October, November, December, 3 months, we'll sow the seeds and we'll harvest that in the month of April to June. Okay, April, May, June. That agricultural season is termed as the Rabi season. Rabi season. Basically, winter crops. Winter crops. What are they? Some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustard. Underline. So question will be there. Write a short note about the Rabi crops. Write the question. Write a short note about Rabi season. Okay, though these crops are grown in large parts of India, states from the north and northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other Rabi crops. Okay, so this is the answer for that question. Write a short
Yeah.
note about the Rabi season. Write a short note on Rabi season. This is the answer. The entire paragraph is the answer. Okay, so you want to write in point wise. Example, its duration, months to sow to harvest. Okay, where these crops are growing, in which states the crops are growing. Okay, so what kind of geographical and climatical condition necessary for the growth of the rabi crops? Okay, what are they? Availability of precipitation, rainfall during winter months due to the western temperature, temperate cyclones help in the success of these crops. However, the success of green revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the above mentioned rabi crops. Clear? So these are all about the rabi crops. So in some states, okay, they will receive rainfall in these months, in summer months, sorry, in these winter months, the month of November, December, January, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, okay, basically the Haryana, Punjab, this region, they will receive a sort of rainfall, some sort of rainfall, okay, clear or not? Because of in Kerala, we will say this Tula Varsham. That time, these states also receive some rainfall, and it is good for the cultivation of these rabi crops. Clear? They will cultivate it in the cultivation will start in the month of October to June. Okay, harvesting in the month of June, April to June. Okay, and basically the states Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other rabi crops. Okay, availability of rainfall, that's sort of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperate cyclones help in the success of these crops. However, the success of green revolution, we will learn about green revolution later, in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the above mentioned rabi crops. So just write the question, write a short note on the rabi crops. Come on. Want to learn that properly. Next one, Kharif. Kharif crops. Okay, the same type of question. Write a short note on the Kharif crops. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon in different part of the country, and these are harvested in the month of September, October. So onset of monsoon means June, the month of June. Okay, the farmers will sow the seed in the month of June, connected with the onset of monsoon, and they will harvest in the month of September, October. Okay, so we know that in Kerala we are celebrating Onam. It's a festival of harvest. Okay, right. Okay, so the month of September. All right. So that's what the connection. So it will start with the onset of monsoon and harvest in the month of September and October. Important crops grown during this season are paddy, right? Maize. 1 minute. We have a message here. Okay, Lakshmi Nanda. Okay, so crops grown during this season are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, arhar or tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soybean. Underline that. These are the major crops. Okay, paddy, that means rice, right? Maize, you know that, corn, jowar. Okay, so coarse grains, jowar, bajra, tur, arhar, moong, urad, ulun, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soybean are the crops that are growing in this season. Okay, regions where these things are growing. Some of the most important rice growing regions are Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maharashtra. Okay, so these states are connected with the Kharif crops, particularly the Konkan coast. Konkan coast. Okay, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, that region is named as that coastal region is named as the Konkan coast. Recently, paddy has also become an important crop for Punjab and Haryana. In the states like Assam, West Bengal, and Odisha, 3 crops of paddy are grown in a year. So, 3 times they will cultivate in the same piece of land. Where in Bengal and Odisha, these are Aus, Aman, and Boro. Underline that. Aus, Aman, and Boro are the 3 cropping seasons for rice in the states of Odisha and Bengal. Aus, Aman, and Boro. Okay. So this is all about the Kharif crops. Next one, it is the Zaid season. Zaid season. So in between the Rabi and the Kharif seasons, there is a short season, short agriculture season, the summer months known as the Zaid season. Is a deity, Zaid season. Some of the crops produced during the Zaid are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Sugarcane takes almost a year to grow. Okay, fodder crops means the crop that what we are cultivating for our animals. Okay, to make animal foods. Okay, clear or not? And what about sugarcane? Sugarcane we are able to cultivate where water availability is high, and it will take nearly 1 year to grow. Okay, sugarcane will take 1 year to grow. It is not connected with any particular season. Okay, so nearly 1 year is necessary for the growth of sugarcane. Okay, all these points are clear for you. So next one more question is there. Okay, what is say season? What is say season? Just write about say season. Okay. Now 2 minutes for you people. Please read all those things there. Any doubt means you can ask me. Quick, quick, fast. Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid are the three seasons. Okay, so please check in your textbook. The next topic is major crops, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so now these are the three cropping seasons in India. They are the Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. Clear? What are they? Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid are the three cropping seasons in India. Okay, clear. Next, we are discussing about various crops that cultivating in India. Okay, what are the important crops, major crops? A variety of food and non-food crops are grown in different part of the country, depending upon the variation in soil, climate, and cultivation practices. Major crops grown in India is they are rice, wheat, millet, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oil seeds, cotton, and jute. Clear? These are the most important things that what we are cultivating in India. What are they? Rice, wheat, millets, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oil seeds, cotton, and jute, fiber crops. Okay, now we are going to discuss about all these crops independently and separately. Clear? And all these crops, its cropping season, pattern, techniques, geographical and climatical importance or requirement for the growth of these crops, it is important. You have to learn it well. Okay, clear. So first of all, today we will discuss about rice. Okay, you can see rice. It is the staple food crop of a majority of people in India. Rice, paddy. Okay, our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. One more answer. Okay, second largest producer of rice in the world after China. It is a kharif crop. Rice is a kharif crop. That is the agriculture season for rice, which requires a high temperature. So, rice cultivation needs high temperature, about 25 degrees Celsius. Don't think that high temperature in the sense of boiling temperature or something like that. Okay, minimum 25 degrees Celsius is necessary for the growth of rice. Okay, and a high humidity with annual rainfall above 100 centimeters. So it is able to, or we are able to cultivate rice in the areas where more than 100 centimeters of rainfall. Okay, available places. Okay, humidity is necessary. In the areas of less rainfall, it grows with the help of irrigation. So, where the places where rainfall is less, but the farmers are cultivating rice with the help of irrigation. They will allow water for the crops. Okay, artificial methods they will use. Rice is grown in the plains of north and northeastern India, where it is growing, the places where the rice is growing. The plains of north and northeastern India, coastal areas and the deltaic region, okay, near the river mouths. Okay, development of dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells have made it possible. Canal irrigation, water we are taking from the rivers to the agricultural field through the canals. Okay, so canal irrigation, tube wells, bore wells have made it possible to grow rice in areas of less rainfall such as Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh and parts of parts of Rajasthan. Okay, so in these states, rice cultivation is possible with the help of canal irrigation and the tube wells This is all about rice. Okay, so everyone, please read that. Rice, any doubt, which ask me first. Remember, all these points are important for examination. Number one mark answers also present in that particular paragraph, and you can see the map. From this chapter, there is no map pointing question. Okay, this for just understanding major areas where the rice is growing here. Okay, you can see that. Okay, distribution of rice. Major area, minor area. Rice cultivation basically, you can see the coastal region and the deltaic region. Deltaic region in the means the river mouths where fertile soil is available. Okay. So please read that, everyone. Any doubt, please ask me now. So related with the rice, in which season we are growing that or we are cultivating that? Okay, that is important one. And what are the geographical conditions required for the growth of rice? Rainfall. Okay, and the states where rice is growing. Okay, so they are those things are very important. One mark questions are there from this area. Okay, so learn those areas well. So this is all about rice. Okay, it's time to wind up the session, and we will discuss in the next class. Okay, so we completed up to rice. So please read that. Please read the textbook thoroughly and learn it properly. Bye. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.